This is the Momentum Educate and Innovate podcast.
Hello, welcome to Momentum. My name is Lola Gonzalez. I'm the Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging Specialist at Momentum. And I'm here with Leitrim Pride. We are going to talk about what they do, their mission, and just how we can be better at supporting our LGBTQI plus community. So welcome, guys. Can you introduce yourselves?
Hiya, I'm Meryl McGowen. I'm the chairperson of Leitrim Pride.
Yeah, I'm Lenore Taylor. I am also a committee member of Leitrim Pride.
Okay. And what does the organization do? What is Leitrim Pride's mission?
I think broadly we want to just try and foster a community. There hasn't really been a very strong one in the amount of time that I've lived here, and we want to just build one up and make sure there's a safe place for people that they can be themselves and be around people like themselves.
How does your work help towards inclusion and belonging in Leitrim or just in all of Ireland? What do you think is the impact?
I'm not sure if we're affecting things on a national scale. Hopefully someday, but for the most part we're trying to, as I said, make sure that we have a community space for people to feel like they belong. If they don't have that, it's going to be hard to exist really in the rest of the world in any capacity. So we want to provide what we can, where we can, and help people in whatever ways we can.
Yeah, and in such a small area as well, or not small area, but a big area with people scattered all about the place. It's nice to have an area where everyone can feel like they can come together from all parts of Leitrim. It still is, accessibility is an issue, but it's still nice to have that sort of group.
Yes, thank you. Why is activism important towards your mission?
Pardon?
Why is activism important towards your mission?
I think there's a really big need for activism and groups like ours at the moment, because there is a huge push against groups like ours and people like us at the moment. It's extremely hostile in some places, and in fact in local areas there's a lot of people who are very hostile to our presence in any capacity. So like providing a space for people in the midst of all that is really important. Letting people know that even though there's people out there who would like us to either disappear or die, we're not going to allow that to happen, and we're certainly not going to be quiet about it.
Okay. What can communities do to be more inclusive? What do you feel we need to do, either as part of the LGBTQI plus community or as allies?
I think one of the most important things is that people are just normal to us. Like a lot of the time people either they view it as like a box that needs to be ticked, and it kind of makes it almost clinical, but you just need to like welcome people like they're like anyone else, like be normal, like you would to any family member or any neighbor or whatever. Just be nice and welcoming to people. It's not that difficult to just listen to a queer person who has like needs that other people might not have. Everybody has their own specific needs, and you just need to be receptive of it.
Okay. And do you have someone that kind of inspired you when you started to be an activist towards what you're doing right now through Leitrim Pride? Is there anyone you can think of that comes to mind that inspires you?
Not really, actually. I try not to have like heroes or anything.
Okay.
Everybody's just a person at the end of the day. So
yeah.
Inspiration comes, I suppose, from community at large. Like there can be named individuals who are impressive in the acts that they do, but ultimately they're part of a collective, and the reason they do what they do is not for individual fame or glory or anything, but it's for the sake of the community that they're a part of.
Lovely. I love that. That's great. Thank you so much for sharing, and we look forward to seeing what else Leitrim Pride will be doing in the rest of the year and next year. Hopefully bigger and better.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This is the Momentum Educate and Innovate podcast.